welcome to Board Games with Niramas. I'm Joseph. I'm here today with Draco is somewhere here. We're at LinCon in Linköping in the eastern part of Sweden, and we're in the Tea Time Productions room where we've been hanging out all day. And I'm here today with
Samuel Sapar
and Tobias Olsson.
And Tobias, you have designed a new game.
Yeah, it's called Ski Tour Biathlon. It's a skiing board game, a race type game with dice.
And shooting.
And shooting,
yeah.
Yes, of course.
A lot of dice.
A lot of dice, but it's a dice game, but at the same time not a dice game.
Alright, that sounds interesting. And the reason we're talking to, well, I'm talking to you guys, Draco's really quiet as usual, is that we're going to get to see a little demo of the game. So let's jump down to the table and check it out, right?
Of course.
Yeah, sure, let's go. And we're at the table, and I'm here with the guys that's going to play. So we have three happy T-Prime production guys. We have Samuel, Gustav, and Tobias, and of course Draco's over here as well. Okay, so here we are with Ski Tour on the board, and it's a prototype of course, but I think it looks nice already with the ski tracks here. We have the different player boards, and so Draco is Sweden of course over here. And so he has his dice. We are using the Draco Meeple as a first player marker. He insisted. And then we're going to roll some dice and so on. So let's get started.
Yeah. And we're talking about the rules as we go?
Yeah, I think so. So from what I understand, it's half of the dice rolling. Yeah.
And everyone at the same time.
All right. So we have 2 ones. And we put them over here in the 1 slot. And we have 2 and 2 4s. And this will determine how far Draco can ski as he goes. Oh, in the 4 slot, of course. And the player to start is the one who's been skiing lately, and it's of course Draco. He's doing all that stuff here in Sweden, but it's summer now almost. But all right, so let's get into the game. The first thing that happens is that Draco can. Where is Draco? He's the yellow player, yeah. So he can spend 2 dice in the 4 slot to move 2 spaces. So he'll start off here, just sliding away, like that.
And it's my turn. I take 2 dice, and I'm the black one, and I choose this other lane.
Alright. Could you have moved into Draco's space?
Yes, of course. I could have done like this, but moving into another player's space costs stamina. So
alright, you would get tired, yeah.
Yeah, of course. So I choose this area space instead.
And I will follow Germany, because Norway loves to just cruise in the back.
And I will choose my 1 die to move 1 step closer to Draco, because I like Draco.
Okay, it's really crowded there.
Yeah. So everyone's moved, and we move this first player token to Germany, and everyone rolls half the dice.
Alright, so once again we check half the dice and round it up, right?
Yeah.
4. So Draco has a, let's see, he has a 3 and a 4. Well, that's easy, but then he has a 5, and when you have a 5, you have to place it at the top of the highest stack here, so we're going with the 1s, adding that. So now the pips doesn't matter anymore, it's a 1 basically, but it's 3 uses in the 1 slot. And the 6 could go up here, which would mean that we could later on, if we fill this up, we would have a 5th action up there basically. But we could also put it down here in the sprint, where we get, instead we can sprint and sort of get ahead from the other players so they can't catch up with us. But you will see how that works in a minute. So now it's Tobias starting, right?
Yeah. I think I'll use my 3 dice. And I could use my sprint dice here, but just to show you how it works, I'm not going to do it. So I move 1, 2, 3 steps. And behind me is Norway, and since he started directly behind me, he can choose to
follow
slipstream.
Slipstream, yeah. All right.
And I'll do that.
So he'll catch up to you there. Yeah. And I have to ask you, why are some of the spaces pink here?
Yeah. The pink spaces are used to indicate which area you can move diagonally into. So you can always move forwards or sideways, but into these pink areas you can move diagonally.
All right, so normally it's just orthogonally,
Yeah.
which is a word that only board gamers understand. So okay, let's get going. So it's Gustav's turn.
And I'll use also 3 dices. And I'll advance through.
All right, so you can go through there and...
And it will cost me 1 stamina.
All right, so you're getting a bit tired. And we don't want to get tired because, as you can see, two times during the lap we will be also shooting, of course, because it's a biathlon or whatever it's called. Biathlon. Yeah. So,
All right. I have a massive stack of 4s, so I will use all of these, and I'll pass through poor Draco, so I can move 5 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and I will lose 1 stamina because I passed through Draco.
all right. And so it's Draco's turn. I don't know what do you want to do? So he could move... well, he could move 3, I guess. Yes, that's a good idea. So if he moves 3, he could end up just behind Russia over here, or somewhere.
Yep.
And then when he moves next turn, Draco could get some slipstream, basically. And that was a full round, so now we go past the first player marker and we'll roll the dice again, right?
Yep.
Yes.
So once again, Draco gets a 5, which will be added to the 3s here, since it's the highest number and highest, well, now I'm not showing it to you, highest row here, or column actually. I'm trying to learn that the row is this way and the column is that way. I don't know why that is hard. But
You should love Excel.
yeah, I keep saying the wrong word in my videos, but anyhow, we have a column now of 2s and 3s and a 5. And I'm going to this turn, I think in a few seconds here, Draco will show you why the columns are important. But we have Gustav starting.
Yes, and I will use my number 1 column, which is 3 dices, and my 6 dice here I put at the top. It will get wasted.
Yep.
Because I didn't fill up the full quote, and I will use my sprint.
All right.
Also.
So now you're adding 2 columns, so then you have to lose the stamina, right?
Yes, 1 stamina.
Yeah.
So then I'll advance 5.
And since you use the sprint dice, the 6s, then nobody could follow you, right? Or
Yeah, but
slipstream.
in my case, I didn't.
You just did a wasteful action, I guess. But,
I just wanted to be ahead because
Yeah.
Norway are favorites.
I thought Sweden was favorite, but okay.
Okay, so I'll actually use all 5 dice as well with the sprint action, because I don't want Draco to be tailing me.
Yeah, you can get away from that.
1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then I can
And you have to...
lose the stamina. Yes, of course. Sorry.
Just look at those random eyes.
Yeah, very sorry for
How
that.
could you do that?
I'm very sorry for that.
Okay, so it's Draco's turn, and well, now he's left behind here a bit, but I think he will try to catch up. He could use, let's see, 3, 4, 5. He's going crazy. He's going to use all of these, and he's going to use this column as well. So we'll lose the stamina for that, but he will get to move 5 spaces. And I guess he can go, one of you maybe can move him 5 spaces on the...
Of course.
Yeah.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's perfect. All right.
And this looks like some kind of slipstream train that I don't want to miss. So I'm gonna use 2 columns, meaning I reduce 1 and move 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, so that's the round. And if you recognize these little cute huts, it's because, as you can see, all of these guys obviously have the Tribes t-shirts on as well. So that's their former game. So they come to use here in... I guess they will be replaced, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is
How-
only for prototype.
Huts and biathlons, I don't know.
No.
Mostly for blueberry too.
Oh yeah, Draco should roll his dice as well. So what is it, 4?
Sprint.
That was,
Oh, a lot of twos.
that was a really bad roll. No, it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, and a 5. Oh, Draco has. This is a perfect. Oh, once again, I have to show you. 4 dice in a column here because he'll roll 3 twos.
And with the sprint die.
And with the sprint, so
die.
he
That is
can
very
really
good.
get away from these guys here.
So I'll have to start. And yeah, I'll waste my stamina, and I'll actually I'll use the main die. So no, I think I'll save the sprint die. So I'll have 1, 2, 3 steps.
Right, and now you're heading into uphill here. What does it mean for the?
The uphill means that if you guys want to follow me, streamline me, you have to use
Slipstream.
Sorry for that. You have to use stamina for each step you're following me.
All right,
So
yeah.
now no one's following me, so I'm good at the moment. But if you guys want to follow, you have to use stamina.
Yeah.
So it's up
So
to
it's
Draco.
Draco if he wants to follow.
So he could go. Let's see, how far can
Wow.
he go?
You can go 1, 2, 3, and it would cost him 1 stamina.
Yeah, I think he will do that though. He likes to be in the front. So. Okay.
And this gives me the option to
Follow as well,
slipstream
yeah.
Draco, and I will do that. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and you didn't have to pay anything.
I didn't have to pay anything, no.
Because you didn't make it into the
Exactly.
yeah,
The danger zone.
the danger zone, the nuclear zone. All right. So where are we?
It's Draco.
It's Draco's turn, and well, he has 4 dice. You can move 4 spaces, but he will have to go through.
He could go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I could do that. I think that's better actually. So let's do that. So 4 dice to go 4 spaces, but 1 space in sideways then to get around, because you want to save that stamina so you're not too tired when you're going to do the shooting.
This gives me the choice to follow, but it would cost me 1, 2, 3 stamina to follow, so I'm not gonna do it. You always have to follow the whole
way.
The whole
Yeah.
way, yeah.
The whole 9 yards.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna use my 1 die, wasting the 6, and catch. No, I'm not gonna. Yeah. No. Yeah, I'll do that.
And let's see. Okay.
You have free space.
I'll use. Oh, sorry. I'll use my 4 and 1 row, wasting 1 stamina, and go 3 steps
All right.
behind Draco.
So that was the round. So we roll the dice once again, and the rounds go really fast, as you can see. And that's the first player again, and he keeps rolling well. 2 1s,
And
2 and a 3.
in my case, I rolled another 1, and I can't place this, so this one is
It's
of no
yeah.
use. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's too bad for you.
I think it's very good.
It's kind of good.
And well, Draco has like 1 of each now. It's like it's not Yahtzee. So I think. And the thing now, take a look at the board. Now, if Draco moves anything, then of course Norway could follow, and Draco doesn't want that, so he's going to use his sprint here together with the 1s, and that's 3 movement, but it will cost him stamina because he's using 2 columns, and then he will move 3 spaces without being followed. Right.
Right, and Germany just gonna take these 4 steps and move 1, 2, 3, 4, and reduce 1 stamina.
German bastard.
It's a really tight game, and there's a lot of tactics involved with how you move, where you place yourself, and you can also look at the other player's board and see, okay, he can move 2 spaces, then I might want to be there or not be there, and so on.
Well, I will use 2 again and waste my 6. Go down 1 stamina and another stamina.
And the second stamina is for passing through the
Passing
black.
through.
Oh, yeah.
And then I and because I used 2 rows.
You all keep following Draco. He just wants to be in the lead on his own. And you just
And I'll use my stack of 2s and the 5 to move 4 steps. I'll go 1, 2, 3, and 4 because I like the red one over there.
it's a line there. Okay. So we
And this line is... it's no good.
and Draco needs to roll a 6 now because then he can sort of keep away from the other guys. with his
But
strength.
he's in... since the first player market
Oh
is
yeah,
here,
yeah, he's in the
Draco
last place.
is last.
That's true. So he won't be able to do that anyhow. But he'll save the sprint for later. And he'll get some. Okay, and 4.
Okay, so it's my turn.
This is getting tricky.
I'm moving 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm gonna make this 5 steps. So I'll go 1 and reduce. 2, since it's
Oh, you can
pink,
go
yeah.
diagonal. Yeah.
3, 4, and 5 steps.
Okay.
Norway.
Again, Germany. Okay. Well, I'll just go 2 steps this time. I'm the first player next, Mark. Oh.
You're really stuck in there.
Yeah. Well, I'll just go sideways.
And I'll follow you to the end of time. All right.
And this one is...
Yeah, this one is wasted.
This is really bad.
Yeah, you're in a tight spot.
I'm in a very tight spot. I don't want to lose 2 stamina.
Basically, you have to move, right?
Yeah. So what I'll do, I'll actually just pay 1 and go behind Draco.
Oh, that's smart because then you didn't have to waste the stamina.
No, and Draco will have to waste his fantastic sprint die because he does not want to use that really.
So, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get into the shooting area. So Draco is going to go crazy here. He's going to use all of these, so that's 2 columns and a third to do the sprint, and that's 5 movement in total. And so he can go.
And this costs 2 stamina.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. It's 1 stamina per extra column. So he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's ready to be shooting next turn. The only problem is he only has 2 dice there. Let's hope he rolls 2s basically, or 5s.
Yeah, okay, so first play token.
Let's roll again.
Oh, look at Draco's roll. He needed 2s, right? Such a lucky dragon. I mean, it's just this is what I face every time we play. The same. Oh, but this one is wasted though because it's an extra 2. He doesn't need that, and the 5 is wasted as well.
Yeah.
Okay. But he doesn't need that. He can be shooting 4 times. So.
And now I need, let's see, Norway needs 1, 2, 5,
Or 4.
or 4. I'll take 4. 1, 2, 4, and that will cost me 2 stamina.
That's expensive.
Yeah, and I'm already tired.
This is very bad for
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
shooting. This is very bad.
Russia.
Russia will go apeshit crazy. He needs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. That's a lot of steps.
Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, 5 is good. 5 is
But
good.
that costs 1 extra stamina.
Well, that's okay. So I'll go 5 and pay 2 stamina. Opa.
Yeah, one for the column and 1 for the
Yeah.
passing through another player.
Exactly. So that was expensive, but it was worth it.
Okay, and where did we start? Oh yeah, it's Draco now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so he'll shoot 4 times, so he has 4 dice, which means he can shoot 4 times. And since he is on the yellow line of, or row, there I got to say row, of stamina, then he will roll the yellow die. And these dice are a bit different, so this is green as you can see, obviously. if you're colorblind. And this this is the best one because you're not tired at all. Yellow, you're getting a bit tired, but not too bad. So you have a lot of successes still. And I think it's 2 fails. And then on red it gets worse, and then on black it's really bad, and you have to get these like -1 dice and all that stuff also. So Draco's shooting 4 times, so let's see if he can hit anything. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. Let's have Draco roll here. Let's see how this works. Oh, that's a success. Good job, Draco. I'll roll the rest. And a success. And a fail. And a fail. Okay.
That was pretty bad.
We should have had Draco rolling it all here. So he still needs to shoot 1 more time. Next time it's his turn, basically. And as you can see here, he could get another miss, and if he does, it's really bad. You will see as we get there.
I use 2 columns, so -1, but I also get into the shooting area. And we move first play token.
Let's see, we roll 5, huh?
Kom igen.
That was also really bad.
Come on.
Okay, so
Oh my.
it's Russia starting with a bad roll. And I have to ask you though, now that you're shooting, could you be using 2 columns here as well?
Yeah.
Stamina?
But you have to take the stamina penalty before shooting.
Before you start rolling the
Yeah,
dice.
so right now Samuel has 4 yellow shots and
Yeah.
1 green. But if he uses more than 1 column, he reduces
Yeah.
the stamina first, so he gets another die.
But I'm feeling lucky, Punk. So I'm going for just 2 3s here, and hoping to roll 3 dice next time. So that was very bad. 1 miss, 2 miss, and 1 hit.
So at least 1 hit.
That was very, very bad.
Started to feeling bad. For
But you
me.
only had 2 dice.
I only had 2 dice, so I have 2 miss.
Oh, 2 misses.
Sorry for that.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a bit of push your luck as well. You want to lower your stamina to get more shots, but sort of worse shots basically. So, okay, Draco needs to shoot once more.
That was really bad luck, since this has only 2 misses and 4 hits.
Yeah,
Or a lot of skill.
but
Maybe he managed to pull out the misses there.
there was a lot of skill. A lot of skill.
So Draco's only shooting once, and he's shooting the yellow die, or using the yellow die. And let's get this. There we go. So now Draco has 2 fails. He was a bit exhausted, out of breath, and so now, well, maybe Tobias, you can explain how he has to move now.
Yeah. So basically, this space here is for shooting, and when you finish shooting, you check to see how many misses or hits you have, and if you have all hits, you just continue here next to it. If you have 1 miss, you take the inner lane, 2 misses, this, and 3, 4, or 5, you have the outer lane.
All right, so you have to do a little detour to
Yeah, it's the penalty area.
kind of the lap.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Draco shooting.
Yeah, and it's my turn. I will shoot 5 dice, so I have
that's
to
nice.
lower 1. And it's 1 red.
It's very lucky.
That's skill, like you said. And 4 yellow.
Germany.
Oops.
That was out of camera. So
Okay, doesn't count. So.
It was a hit.
There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
That's good for the game.
And I have to ask you, in the final product, are you considering having multiple of these, or do you want to make it exciting, just rolling the same die several times?
Yeah, the same die.
Yeah, because then you get 1 hit or 1 miss and so on. Yeah, I think that's better.
It's like simulating how it is.
Yeah, 1 shot and
Yeah,
then
you
another
should-
shot. You don't shoot them all at once.
Yeah.
Okay, and so.
So if you're nervous and you shake, you'll roll the die loudly like I do.
Yeah, and then you can compose yourself for the next roll.
Exactly.
Shoot.
And
Yeah.
I'll cheap out and only take 1 because I waste my 6 here. So 1 shot with red. And
Well,
It's a hit.
it's a hit.
It's a hit.
Great.
So, and the Draco goes over to Draco.
okay. And so we roll the half of the dice again. Well, let's hope for fours now, so that we can really run away with it now.
Nice.
Yes.
Well, that's 1 4 at least. So you could do 3 moves, that's good.
Finally.
Same here. Oh my.
Oh, over there, we're really good, yeah. Okay, so Draco's the first one to get out of here. Well, he has to take the little 3 steps detour here, of course. So penalty 1 2 3.
No, no, yeah.
Yes, actually.
Yes, the middle lane.
2
Oh,
mistakes.
he's in the middle. Yeah, he had 2. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Draco. I tried to cheat, but it was supposed to
And only 3 steps as well.
Yeah. Okay. They are so, they really know this game, obviously.
I'm sorry, Draco.
Yeah.
Sure.
We were hoping to
Hardcore
to not
design.
see that.
Yeah.
I'm using 3 dice. I take this lane because I have 1 miss.
And I'll shoot the rest 4 shots I have left with
It's a very good roll.
all columns. So say 1 red dice, come on. Yes! Skilly shot. And then,
I was a really lousy shooter.
and then I have 3 shots with the yellow one. That counts.
Wow, that's looking good.
No! I need to get this one.
Alright, so you will take in the inner lap there.
Yeah.
And I'll spend 3 die to roll 2 times yellow and 1 time green. That's 1 hit, 2 hits, and this is green.
With the one that has highest chance of
Oh, sorry.
success.
I didn't mean to laugh, but
So 3 fails over there. That's gonna be a long night in the penalty box. And so we finished here the round. Okay, and so we're heading into a new round, but we're going to stop here. You got the demo here on the basics, and what we'll do is we'll continue to move down here. We'll shoot once more, and of course the stamina will keep dropping since we need to pass each other, we need to boost and so on. And the risk is that it could be really hard, right, to do the shooting in the second one.
Yeah.
And also, if you get down here in the on the player boards here, if you get down all the way to the black spots, then you get a penalty as well, right?
Yeah. If Draco has a board like this and he has to reduce one more stamina, he puts it there. This means he has to remove one of his raised dice and put it here and replace it with another die. And this die has 2 blank sides and also only 1, 2, 3, 4. So basically, when you roll this, you can have 1, 2, 3, or 4, but you can't roll a 5, you can't roll a 6. So if you roll it blank, it's just wasted.
Yeah, and you can't get a sprint. That's
No.
bad as well.
When you're just tired, you can't sprint
Yeah.
and you can't move.
Well, it
5
makes
steps.
sense. Yeah.
And this is so the -1. This is also blank, just
Yeah.
to be clear.
Okay, so that's basically the whole game, right?
Yep.
And one other thing to mention is that, as you can see, these tiles will be modular, so you'll be able to mix up the map as you go and just do a map that you like. If you want to have a long game or shorter game, or if you want to try out some, sharp turns and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, we have. This is the basic setup for the game, but we have pieces that aren't here right now. You have a longer turn.
Yeah, you can control the length of the game by using this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and depending on a lot of different factors, but probably we have some suggestions in what kind of tracks to build in the final game. And who knows, in the future there might be more tracks to be added.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, of course the artwork will get upgraded and all that stuff. So, but this was a early preview, and we hope to see this game on Kickstarter or in retail in some years to come, or in like, what is it, like 1 year we're talking about?
This is, of course, hard to say.
Yeah.
But we have an ambition to have this game ready to maybe go Kickstarter or retail next winter.
All right.
And by saying winter, it's...
No, this coming winter.
Yeah, this coming winter.
Yeah.
So that means somewhere between November and February.
If you guys know Swedish winter is from like end of May to beginning of May. So
It could be any
it's
time.
kind of a long run.
Yeah.
So no promises.
But if you find this interesting, you will be sure to keep checking out Board Games with Niramas, and we will bring you the latest updates on this as well. So thank you so much to you guys for being on the channel. Is there anything you want to add to about the game? Or?
Yeah. Of course, please follow us on Facebook, Tea Time Productions, and also on Board Game Geek. You find this ski tour biathlon there.
Oh yeah. The link will be down in the description for the video.
Subscribe for more news.
All right. So thank you so much for watching. Draco's a happy dragon. He was in the lead at the end and so on.
Yeah.
So, I hope that you have a great evening, morning, or whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.
Be like Draco. Follow Board Games with Niramas on Facebook at BGW Niramas. Board Games with Niramas is sponsored by Alara Games in Sweden.